Garfield, you stupid fat cat.
Hey, Unbated. What are you doing?
Oh, Zach! I've been engulfing myself by reading my old scripts.
That's just a blank computer, Unbated. It's just turning on. You're fucking delusional.
Not again.
So, why don't you just start the new arc already, man? It's a long time coming.
Oh, Zach, since that microwave incident, I haven't been able to get it out of my head. It's just been eating me alive, you see. And, I don't know what to do.
Why don't you just get rid of the microwave? What's this? Little Nicky, starring Adam Sandlar and others. Do you know about this, Unbated? Didn't you have a project about this?
So, should I play it?
Adam Sandler. Ah, yes. That's today's topic, and God, I am not prepared for this. Adam Sandler's movies came widespread during my childhood. Everyone in my middle school liked Adam Sandler movies for his, well, I don't really know why. Adam Sandler turned his career of funny Saturday Night Live skits into mediocre acting in movies using his name as the only centerpiece in his mid-2000 comedies. Or this is how it seems now in the current day and age. Many of his movies are hit or miss, and when they miss, oh God, they miss hard. There are a lot of good Adam Sandler flicks such as Big Daddy, Billy Madison, and Click that I think show a more wholesome Adam Sandler that can be very touching to the audience. There are a lot of gruesome Sandler movies that are absolutely dreadful. Jack and Jill and Pixels, to name a couple. But then we also have the swing movies. These are movies that are both cherished and despised by the same community. 8 Crazy Nights, I find, is a great example for this. This was a movie that I personally really enjoyed. But to many other people, for example, the Nostalgia Critic, thought 8 Crazy Nights was tasteless in its writing. But that's not what I'm here to review today. I'm here to review Little Nicky. Yes, I know exactly what this movie is. Little Nicky was a Happy Madison production that was released in the year 2000. To give you an idea, this movie was released between the premiere of Big Daddy and Anger Management. So this was a time when Adam Sandler was praised for his type of comedy. This film had a pretty stacked case of actors, but unfortunately, that doesn't make this a comical flick. But with an $85 million budget, is this movie worth watching? Well, I'm here to find out for you guys. Let's jump into Adam Sandler's Little Nick. The movie starts with a very unsettling scene of John Lovitz stalking a young mother. The movie reveals a very PG-13 atmosphere. You know, erotic shots. So the stalker that pretends he's a bird in trees gets sentenced to a lifetime of being molested by a giant bird. Could you believe that? I deserve this! I deserve this!
Hello.
Hi!
We're gonna watch the movie Little Nicky, and we're gonna eat a various variety.
Wait. You didn't tell me it was gonna be Little Nicky.
Okay, so let's explore the background here. We see some Ministry, corn, Overkill, ACDC. Okay.
Jimmy, what are you doing? I'm just jamming.
Dude.
Your father wants to see you and your
Honestly, this movie started strong with me and Jordan. The recognizable cast brings nostalgia to fans of Madison production. And while the charm had me for a good solid 5 minutes, we immediately lost it when Adam Sandler started talking. And God, it's like every Adam Sandler movie, he tries to talk in some cutesy little voice that is most of the time annoying. I think I filmed this part. I've noticed something on commonality of good Adam Sandler flicks, is if he's using this voice or not. For example, I mean, look at Click. Click is probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie, and look, he doesn't have a weird voice. He just plays himself. Oh, wait a second. Fuck, no, I forgot about Pixels. Side note, don't watch Pixels. Adam Sandler plays as Nicky, a young soft-spoken child that is one of the 3 sons of the devil. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna redo this. The devil gave birth to 3 children. Adrian, played by Rhys Ifans, Cassius, played by Tommy Lister, and Nicky, played by Adam Sandler. His brothers are a lot more tyrannical than Nicky is, and they bully him frequently by doing things called mind wrestling, in which this leads to Adam Sandler hitting himself in the nuts. The devil, who is played by Harvey Keitel, protects Nicky from his douchey brothers, and they share a bond that is beyond the chemistry the dad has with the other 2 brothers. I have to say that the set design is actually kind of fucking cool, and I mean, look at that fucking throne, that's pretty fucking rad! So this marks the 10,000th year the devil has to make the decision of who he wants to crown the throne for the next 10,000 years.
Is going to have to be me.
What?
And he crowned himself. So let's talk about the scene in which Hitler comes out in a French maid outfit and gets a pineapple shoved up his ass. Now that's comedy. That's what I'm talking about here, guys.
You're serious.
Adrian and Cassius decide to travel through the gates of hell to corrupt as many souls on Earth as possible. Doing this results in the gates of hell shutting closed. So like,
You really suck!
after 10,000 years, no one tried to jump back in. And like, why? I mean, if I got thrown into the gates of hell and I looked and I saw this gate, people were coming through, and I would probably just jump back in. Don't you think they would try to find a way to prevent this? It's up to Nicky to save the day because he's the only one to jump back into his gate because his dad is dying. He also needs to put the souls of his brothers into a flask to bring back to hell. And thus, he spawns into a subway train and dies. Thus he spawns again, and Adam Sandler arrives in Grand Central Station in New York City. A pit bull named Beefy, played by Robert Smigel, oh here we go,
Burger King, where all Dragon Masters eat. So you're here just to...
approaches Adam Sandler and welcomes him to his newfound land. Alright, so they go out of Grand Central Station, and some religious dude freaks out because it's New York City. Popeye's chicken. Apparently Beefy decides to spend all of his money drinking and partying. So Nicky has to get a roommate, cause he doesn't have enough money to live. So Alan Covert, Alan Covert comes and gives him an interview. He plays as a wannabe talentless egotistical actor. While watching this movie with Jordan, he stated that Nicky's voice is simply just too annoying at times to even be considered funny. But after a decent snoring scene, we discovered the location of Nicky's brothers. They have become the Pope and the Mayor to persuade a big group of people that the Lord never did anything for anybody.
I can't think of a damn thing he's ever done for me.
And then everyone starts doing, and I quote, everything they ever wanted, because the Pope and the Mayor told them to. So the movie progresses with a compilation of scenes in which Adam Sandler tries to put strangers in the flask. With the budget so high, the movie has its own rock soundtrack. Oh boy, you ready for this one, guys? Ooh, we're ready for all the recognizable early 2000 bands such as POD, Disturbed, and Linkin Park. So once again, we see another snoring scene that is both awkward and irrelevant. And now it's time to reveal 2 more characters into the movie. Peter, played by Peter Dante, and Jonathan, played by Jonathan Lauren. That's pretty easy. These 2 are early 2000s metalheads, with patches for hit bands such as Iron Maiden, Motorhead, and I mean, that's all I can really see. But the soundtrack continues with playing a Zebrahead song, and I enjoy it. I enjoyed this song, I mean, but these songs seemed rather forced into the script, and why do Now or Never of all the Zebrahead songs? This is probably because MFCB didn't come out until 2003.
Yo, Skadoodle, how you going, my good boodles?
Jordan, I need you! Remember that movie we ate burgers to? You know.
Yeah. No.
Wait, I think it had Adam Sandler in it.
Wasn't he in Jack and Jill?
Little Nicky.
Little Nicky?
Here, I conveniently have a towel placed. Dry yourself off. Fucking idiot.
Little Nicky!
Everything is going wrong! So can you help me?
Yeah, sure.
Sick! So Nicky got his flask stolen by some street vendor, played by John Witherspoon, in which sparks a pretty comical scene, because it's John Witherspoon, but nothing on the floor worth gagging. And so we are introduced to another goddamn female love interest in an Adam Sandler movie. Every fucking Adam Sandler movie has a love interest, and this one is really forced. But she is played by Patricia Arquette as the only female role for a majority of the movie. So she is a design student that expresses a shallow insecurity that is supposed to be considered compatible with Nicky's.
If you want to.
This is crazy. If anything, I would be creeped out by this man.
So moving on, the mayor just made the lowest legal drinking age known to man, and kids come out of a bar puking.
21 to 10.
Okay, that's kind of funny, but laws don't work like that. But look, it's Adrian. He's trying to manipulate Nicky into him being a dickhead to Valerie, and we already know he's gonna get him back. This movie can be very over-the-top funny, and I can appreciate it. We're about 1/3 done with this film, and I'm a bit tied with calling this a good or bad Sandler movie. I mean, it's a bad movie, don't get me wrong, it most certainly is. Nicky tries to use his demon powers to turn a Coke into a Pepsi. Clever. And also, the Globetrotters make asses of themselves on TV.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? This scene is actually really absurd, and I like it. So Cornelius challenges Nicky to a game of Baloncesto, and out of a sheer calamity of drinking super devil juice, Cornelius is defeated and he goes into this flask. We follow into a cool down scene with them all eating pot cake, which is kind of fake. No. It's very fake. Nicky then runs off to find Valerie and runs into a very interesting, kinky moving on. So he finally finds Valerie and he tells her everything, and then they start flying and more rock music plays in the background. Alright.
There's Popeye's chicken, right there.
So let's move on. So Nicky ends up getting set up by his brothers as portraying a dangerous mass murderer. Cause, you know, plot development. And then another rock song plays, and people chase Nicky. About 51 minutes in. Nicky turns into spiders. We continue to see the budget slowly diminish in disposable quality. So this results in Nicky being murdered to reunite with his dad, who is deteriorating. Linkin Park. Yeah, Linkin Park. Next scene. So the metalheads betray Nicky with an incentive of money keeping them in. Adrian is now like, yo, where is Nicky? And the metal guys are like, yeah, he's at the subway. Fake peppermint schnapps. Adrian finds out it was a clever ruse. Nicky comes out. Valerie gets threatened. Adam Sandler dies while saving her. And now he's in heaven. Cool. So he meets a group of angels, and surprisingly enough, one of them is his mom. Yep, you heard me right. The son of the devil has a mother who is an angel. Welcome to modern society. Power Man 5000 plays, but this actually works because for some reason when I associate Power Man 5000, I associate it with an edgy Adam Sandler movie. Pure discord disrupts the planet Earth as all the people riot and party. The friends of the protagonist stand on a stalactite, waiting for death while being wedgied. Nerds. So Adrian is gonna become the king of the devil and torture all the souls, and Nicky responds into the final act. Nicky develops an ability to release the good in Popeye's chicken. Popeye's chicken?
Popeye's chicken is the shiznit.
Alright, so after that, let's, Adrian and Nicky are gonna finally fight. Never mind, it's pretty minimal with its combat. God, I just can't see the excitement in this scene. Nicky got saved by a bed, and now he's kicking Adrian's ass. And look, it's Rob Schneider!
You can do it, Nicky! Kick him in his hairy balls!
Yo, Rob Schneider is here, what? So Nicky kisses Valerie, but surprise, it's Adrian, and he turns into a bat, and he flies away. And how do you think this movie's gonna end? There has to be a cliche ending. There always is, and holy fuck! Holy fucking shit. Holy fucking shit! It's Ozzy! Nicky then went back to hell and saved his dad thanks to Ozzy Osbourne. So how's the conclusion? It's eh. After that scene of Ozzy biting off the head of a bat, that was the climax in my book. Everything else afterwards, I would just recommend stop watching because it's not even that enjoyable. And then there's a few clips complemented by text to see where they are now, like at the end of a documentary, but Also, not very funny. I'd say very unfunny. So that's Little Nicky, a movie that lost $27 million due to a substantial budget of $85 million. With a budget like this, you can see the appeal to the set design and a solid character cast, but as for a comedy, it's very, very awkward at times. It lacks any richness that goes outside the typical Adam Sandler flick. But trust me, there are worse Adam Sandler movies out there, guys. But that brings up a good point. If classifying this as a good or bad Adam Sandler movie is curious to you, well, I can kind of say it is. It is clear to me that the cast had a lot of fun making this movie as edgy as possible, and the ending that had a hungry Adam Sandler bite the head off of a bat-like Adrian was pretty fucking cool. So to my conclusion, it's a lame comedy. I think it's a pretty good Adam Sandler movie. I'm Uncle Unbated, and welcome to another addition to the Uncle Unbated archive. This won't be the last we see of Adam Sandler. Thanks for watching.
Well, Zach, I really have to say, I think I've gotten over this microwave depression.
You think so?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna revisit my old projects.
Like Little Nicky?
Yeah, but that's already done by now, right?
No, it's not. You must dive in even harder. You must conquer and become the go-to expert on Little Nicky. This bitch empty.
I came for the beer and the bitches.